I'm Niki Nygeun. I'm 28. I'm from the Bay Area, Yay area. You know, where we get hypey, stupid, dumb. I am a blonding specialist. I do everything regarding color corrections. If you want fashion colors, if you just want color placements, come to me. I don't really cut hair because when I was younger, someone told me you either choose one or the other, don't be a jack of all trades. And I really ran with that. And so I was like, let me do the hardest thing. And here we are 8 years later. I just love anything creative. I have a lot of friends in like the fashion industry. I have a lot of friends in like the music industry, and I love going to shows, and I get all my inspiration from that, from just being around people and the culture. And I think the culture is what gives me inspiration to be like, okay, cool, like this is what the culture is doing, so like I'm gonna try this on you. And when you're around like different people, not just in your own industry, I feel like you could learn a lot about like the world. And I used to put myself in only like a hair industry bubble. I only talked to people in the hair industry. All my friends were in the hair industry, and I found that it could be so isolating. So now I'm like, I want to meet people that aren't in my industry so that I could learn more about myself, so I could bring it back to my industry. I like styling different influencers' hair. I like styling their hair for different shows and events or like photo shoots. I also created my own brand in 2020, and it's a slow start. It's called Paper, and it's bleach papers, and it's nothing new, but I just branded it differently and marketed it differently. And there's like, just like how hair foils have like designs on it, I put designs on my paper, and it's just more durable and you could reuse it. And so I like doing campaign shoots for that. Just anything with a photo shoot and a camera and models and making them look like baddies. I'm all for it. Music videos, sign me up, girls. I'm there. What got me into hair is my mom. My mom does hair, Rachel, love to see her. Ever since I was young, she used to always tell me like, you're gonna be a really big hairstylist, everyone's gonna know you, you're gonna own a salon. And usually with like being Asian, you're told like you're gonna be a doctor. But I was just told my whole life I was gonna be a hairstylist, I was gonna open up a salon. And I kind of, at the age of like 18, realized like, I don't want to be a hairstylist. Like, I could do more than just hair, Mom. Why don't you tell me to go be a doctor? I could go to college. I want to go to college. And both my parents were just like, why are you going to waste your time with college? You're just going to be a hairstylist. Go do hair. We want you to do hair. We want to see that for you. And so after high school, I just didn't know what I wanted to do. So I was like, fuck, they were right. Let me just go to beauty school. So I did it for a year, graduated. Then I was like, finally, it's my time to shine. I could go to college. And then I did that for like 2 years, wanted to be a nurse, but then in doing that, I realized that I actually really had a bigger passion for hair. And then I just said, fuck it. Because back then, hair wasn't cool, and people would judge you for it and be like, oh, but you got a backup plan, right? Nah, bitch, I don't got a backup plan. This is my plan A. If it doesn't work, fucking RIP, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And so back then it wasn't cool. People would look down on you, okay? And a lot of people could attest to this. It's not fucking cool back then. And so I was really ashamed of it to say that I did hair. So I would say, oh, but I'm going to nursing school. But eventually I had to stop lying to myself. And once I did, and I really like owned it, I just like took off. The industry empowered and changed me in a way where when I first came in, I was like really naive and just wide-eyed, and you just like love everything about it, which is fine. It's like a relationship, you know, like you fall in love quick and then you get hurt quick. And then now that I'm like 28, I feel like I see it more as like building blocks. It's also changed me in a way where it's shown me my worth with different sponsorships or different brand deals, or when people that are smarter than you or more talented than you look at you and they're like, shit, I fucking believe in you, like you got something, like that shit really hits my heart, and it just lets me know that like, okay, cool, like I guess I'm doing the right thing, and like people see it. And I think that's the part that really changed me over the years, like all the friends that I've made and relationships that I've made throughout the years. That's what's really changed my outlook on hair. And there's moments where you go up and down in this industry, where you hate it and then you love it. It's kind of toxic. But at the end of it, you could like look at it in a whole spectrum and realize like, wow, I've met so many good people on this journey that like now I know what to look out for, and it's given me a lot of discernment of like what brands I should work for, or who I should like attach my name to, or like how I want to be perceived. When I first started, it was more of I want to impress everybody, but now it's like, no, I know who I am now because of the people I've met and because of the different companies I worked with, and just being in like different social settings. It just teaches you and grows you in a way that you won't know until like years later that holy shit, that was all worth it, all the relationships, all the people you've met, and like the lessons. And it's really taught me that no matter what area you're in, if you feel like you're really up here or even down here or even at the bottom because you're just starting, the hair industry will always do one thing: humble you. It will humble your ass, and it will always remind you that you still got work to do and that you still got to learn. And I think learning as a hairstylist or even a barber or an esthetician or anything in the beauty industry or in life in general, like you got to keep learning. And that's the point where you stop learning is where you stop growing. And it took me a minute to learn that. But the industry taught me that, and the people around me taught me that. And I think that was my biggest takeaway, is that the industry humbles you to realize like you really aren't the shit. And then it also reminds you day in and day out that you got to keep learning, because when you stop, that's when you stop being a hairstylist, or you stop being a barber, or you stop being like the leader of like the salon you own. You know, like putting your place in a position of learning and serving is always like the best route, and that's what it's taught me. Right now, what I've been really investing my time into is pouring back into myself as like a stylist and a creative. The last 4 years I owned a salon, and then we all know the panini really fucked it up. Came in and fucking tore that shit apart. And I really thought like, okay, this is what I want to do. I'm gonna stick by it. You know, I'm gonna stick by it. That's my baby. But in the process of trying to stick by it, I think you get revealed like little like sensitive points that you didn't realize. Like, maybe this isn't what I want. Maybe this doesn't make me happy. And as like a young hairstylist, you're kind of fed the stream of like, assist, be on the floor, get your own clients, then open up a fucking salon. And I feel like that narrative should change, because not everybody should have a salon. Not everybody should own one, and that's okay. And I needed to own a salon to realize that this isn't me and this isn't my calling. I like helping people a lot, and that was really rewarding. Like all the people I helped, I loved that. But I think now it's like I need to help myself. And I owned a salon and had a team at such a young age where I kind of capped myself at like a learning. And I feel like now I'm like, okay, cool. Like I'm gonna go learn again. I'm gonna go pour back into myself. I even thought about like assisting this really, really well-known artist in San Jose, and he's just super cool. His name is Keen Huang. But I'm building my relationship with him. Whatever happens, happens. But just like putting yourself back into the student position rather than I'm like, I know everything, I'm the shit. That's not really my like narrative ever. I just want to get better. And so that's where I'm at. I love being a free bird. I love just like doing whatever just makes me happy. I just want to be happy, and happy doesn't necessarily look like what other people have. And sometimes when you look at other people's lives, you're like, oh, I want that, or maybe I need that for myself. And for me, I'm really stubborn. I have to learn the hard way that this ain't it. This isn't what I want. I just want to do me. I really like how people are going back to like natural, but they're making it fun, because I felt like, okay, this is a own personal experience why I like how girls are going natural again, because I think young girls, or when I was young, I thought I always had to like bleach my hair to be different, you know? Like I don't want to be basic out here with a level fucking 2. In a sea of 2s, I want to be a 10. So like, I've always been like, in a sea of 2s, I'm gonna be that bitch. I'm gonna be see-through. And I think that's because it came from a place of like, I wasn't confident in myself when I was younger. So it came from a place of like, I need this hair to make me this person that I want to be. And I feel like younger girls and older girls, and just like me in general, I'm 28, I feel like now we're really stepping into ourselves and we're like, hey, I really love myself. I love myself a lot, and it's okay to have like natural hair. Like I'm still that bitch with natural hair, and I feel like that's like the energy around me right now. Like a lot of my clients are getting to a place of like, I love myself and I don't need this flamboyant ass hair to show people that I'm confident. I am confident, even with like a basic, like cute level 6 chocolate brown. I can still get it popping out here on these streets. And so like that's where I'm at. And I'm excited about that because usually I get a lot of girls that come in and they're not so confident, you know? But I'm getting girls who come in now who are confident, and they're just like, I think I want something natural, and they still kill it as if it was like a platinum. And I think that's like the vibe now, where girls are very okay with who they are and they don't need anything to distract themselves from it or others from the fact that like, this is who I am. And I think that's why natural is coming back now, because people are realizing their worth, and they're realizing that they don't need anything more than just who they are to be fucking that bitch. And I think that's definitely why. Gen Z also said that blonde hair is chuggy? Am I saying it right? I don't even know. But basically they think it's corny because, I don't know why they think it's corny. I still love doing blonde, but right now I really like doing like a chocolate brown moment. Maybe it's because my hair is this color, so I want everyone to be this color. But a chocolate brown moment is what I really like. I also like girls who come in with like crazy ass color placements with their like natural hair. I think that's dope as fuck. And what else? I still love a good blonde because I live in the Bay Area. It's where all the ABGs are produced. And so I still gotta stay tried and true. So all blonde, that shit gets me off. So I love that too. I just want to be happy. I just want my work to represent it. I think hair is such a spiritual thing for me, and every journey that and every chapter that I'm in has really like resembled that through like my work. And I would like to say I'm the happiest I am right now as we speak, and my life, I really like the life that I created. And so yeah, I just want to be happy. I want people to know me for who I am and not for what I do or the color placements that I have. I just want them to know my heart. And know that that's like enough in this industry. And sometimes people are so hard in this industry where they just see you for what you do and not for who you are. And I want to change that narrative in this industry, that, you know, there's still dope ass people. I came from a generation, I'm gonna say not generation, I'm acting like I'm hella old, but only a few people remember it. I like to call it the golden years of the hair industry, okay? Because I wasn't bred up in the industry of like Instagram, okay? I've been doing hair for 10 years, and how I started was word of mouth and Facebook. And I would post on my Facebook like, hey, I need a hair model. And Instagram wasn't cool yet because I didn't have a cell phone back then. And I had an Android, and Instagram wasn't on the Android yet because, you know, we were out there in the ghetto. But it was a beautiful time where people just found out about Instagram. People were posting their pictures on there, and then you're connecting with all these friends. And I went to BTC in 2016, and it was just a genuine exchange of just like friendship, and I really miss that. And I think we need that again in this hair industry. I think we need it again in this season of hair, and just like collaborating with people again, just because like I fucking want to collaborate with you, not because of anything other than that, you know. And I think that's what's missing right now, and I really miss it so much. Like, I remember back when I would meet all these people, and it was just dope as fuck, and we were just there because we fucking love hair. It wasn't because of anything else, and it wasn't because of your accolades. It wasn't because you're fucking this person, or you do this, or you won the one shots, or just shit like that. It's just because I fucking like you and you do dope shit. And I think everybody lost sight of that. And if there's anything I would like people to get from me, is like that feeling of nostalgia of like the golden years.